Hey guys, it's the Saturday before Thanksgiving, very blustery. Just out at French Creek State Park today, just for a quick hike, pre-Thanksgiving Day calorie burning hike, so come along with us. So we parked over at Scotts Run Lake, where, there's a dam. It creates this little creek. We're gonna cross this bridge, hike over to Hopewell Lake. Like I said, it is quite blustery out today. Let's just take a walk along here. This doesn't really go anywhere. Just kind of ends down here. I mean, you can walk along the other side and get to the road that we need to cross from the other side, but there's no official trail over there. But we'll just take a walk down here just because it's a nice walk. So for anyone not familiar, this is Berks County, Pennsylvania, southeastern Pennsylvania. French Creek State Park's one of the larger parks in the area. So yeah, no way to cross here to get over. It looks like at one point maybe there was. I don't remember there ever being any way to cross here, but I don't remember these two big blocks of stone. Don't typically come down this way, but we have been down here before. I don't honestly remember seeing what looks like two bridge piers, but doesn't mean they weren't here. All right, we're just going to head up to that bridge, cross over, and that will take us out to the main road that goes through the park. We'll cross over that and then head over via the Lenape Trail to Hopewell Lake. Coming up to the road now that we are going to cross. I think we need to go to the right. Just a brief road walk. And then we will cross the other side to get to Hopewell Lake. Love this stand of hemlocks. So we need to walk all the way down to that bridge. And I think right about there or thereabouts is where we cross. More beautiful hemlocks. They seem to have a lot of new signs here. There was never a sign here indicating that there was a trail crossing. And a lot of the trail signs actually seem quite new or at least just painted recently. See the horseshoe trail coming out from there. So here is where we are turning, going down to Hopewell Lake. So I'm curious as to whether or not the area that we're about to come up upon is dry. Anyone who is from the area will know we got quite a bit of rain the other night, but we have had very little rain since May, really. And the area in through here is usually very, very swampy. It makes it very difficult to hike through this area. We used to hike here all the time. They used to have disc golf on this side of the park. They moved it to the other side of the park because they were trying to revitalize this area. So maybe it didn't flood so much and it wasn't so wet. Well, that was several years ago, and it's still always been really wet through here. So I'm kind of curious as to whether or not it's had a chance to dry out or not. Even though we had, I don't know, maybe an inch of rain the other day, we're still in a drought. So the Lenape Trail and the Horseshoe Trail continue on that way. Hikers have a bridge. Horses have to go through the creek. But if you want to go to the main day use area of Hopewell Lake, obviously you go this way. So that's the way we're going to go for now, because this is where I want to see if it's still really wet. It is a little bit drier, and it looks like they've even, well, somebody has moved some rocks around here to kind of create a little channel. Part of the reason why it was very wet through here is because there was a beaver dam. I don't know if the beaver dam is still here, but even before then, it was just generally wet through this area. Looks like they have a stone bench here with is that concrete with a piece of wood on it? So down there is where the beaver dam was. We'll go up those steps that I just showed you, and we can get to the beaver dam area from there. I mean, you can still see it is quite wet. Looks like they actually did some clearing through here too to hopefully try to drain some of it. But even on the other side, just all through there, it used to be just very, very boggy and swampy. So I'm kind of curious as to whether or not it still is. I'm going this way because this used to be the way we used to come anyway. Those steps are relatively new. Not brand new, but relatively new. You can just get a glimpse through there, Hopewell Lake. There used to be a bridge over the creek, but when they got rid of the disc golf, it used to be down closer down this end. They removed the bridge because they just didn't want people coming through here. Before it started to get really swampy, I think one time we even crossed via the Beaver Dam. It was that solid. No, I guess it's still here. It's just not as swampy as it was, I guess, because levels are just down generally. But let's see if we can get in there, take a look at it. Yeah, so there's the dam. That's what they do. If you've never seen a beaver dam before, they just pile up sticks and branches, logs. You can hear the water trickling through there. So other than that little bridge where I showed you that the horses had to go through the creek, there is now no way to get across. Like I said, there used to be a bridge here, but they removed it. So I guess we can try to walk up and see if the Beaver Lodge is still up that way. I don't know if that was I don't know exactly where the Beaver Lodge was for this dam. I don't remember there ever being an actual lodge in the middle of this creek. No. But there is, or at least there was, a Beaver Lodge up the banks of the lake that way. I think we have time to walk up there. So let's go up to that bridge again, see if we can come across the lodge. I'm gonna film going down the steps since didn't get these steps on the way up. Not showing up on camera, but this could be an old head race, possibly. Just wondering what this old pit is. Probably not showing up on camera. And I don't see a tree big enough, like a fallen tree big enough that that would have been where a tree fell. We are very, very close to Hopewell Furnace, so because there was that mill race, could be charcoal. Charcoal horse in here as well. So I feel like if you went through that way, that gets you closer down to where the beaver pond was, the Beaver Dam, where they don't want you to walk anymore because it is just so mushy and they're trying to restore it. I mean, this trail that we're on was always here, but there used to be another one too, closer to the lake. So I feel like the Beaver Lodge is this way.
I don't remember. It's either there or it's back over there.
I think it's this way. You know what time it is? Yeah, it's been a while. There's a trail that crosses, that comes up this way.
Yeah, maybe this is it, and it goes down towards the lake.
It does go down towards the lake, but it goes to the left. Yeah. So I'm not sure we needed to go.
But there is a trail that walks right along the lake. And I don't know if you had to get it back from back there or up here.
Okay, we're headed down a different trail, trying to find this Beaver Lodge because neither one of us can remember when we came out to that open area if we needed to go to the right or the left. But we're coming up close to the lake, so we can at least get some pretty views there. Maybe on, if we don't find the beaver ledge this way, on the way back we'll find it. So we kind of do have to huff it if we want to make it back to the car before it gets dark. It's about 5:04. So I think we came the right direction. There's a little beach. Unfortunately, there was a couple there talking and didn't want to bother them. Maybe when we come back, they won't be there anymore.
I think the lodge is here anyway.
Well, it might not be, but this is where it was.
Yeah, it was down
Right in through here somewhere. You actually used to be able to stand on it. It was right up against the banks. Yeah, unfortunately, maybe the Park Service removed it.
Yeah.
I mean, the beavers, you know, for state parks, I guess they do an awful lot of damage, but then again, so do people. I feel like beavers belong here more than people do. Because I don't know if it was further down. It was right around here somewhere, and I don't see anything anymore that resembles, because you'd be able to tell it was immense. You can immediately tell that it was a unique feature, and I don't see it. I feel like I want to say it was like right here.
No, it was somewhere along through here.
Yeah, that's what I said, right there, and it's just not there anymore, unfortunately. Okay, so unfortunately, no remnants of the Beaver Dam, but I think that couple left a little beach. I call it a beach. So let's go get some beautiful views of the lake before we have to head back. Probably blurry, but there are people walking on the other side of the lake. There's a trail that goes around the whole lake. It's called the Boone Trail. It goes all the way around the lake and then through other parts of the park as well. You can actually get to it from Scotts Run Lake, where we started this hike. I remember, I want to say it was way back in 2007 or 8, around that time, give or take a couple of years. This whole lake was frozen over. People were ice fishing. My husband and I actually walked across it. It was kind of neat. I think it was frozen over just a few years ago too. Doesn't happen very often, but it's kind of neat when it does. And if you wanted to get to Hopewell Furnace National Historic Site, you would have just continued on the trail we were on. Just continue in that general direction. You'll go by the dam and you just keep going straight, and then you get into Hopewell Furnace National Historic Site. And thanks for coming along with us today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this pre-Thanksgiving calorie burning hike. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Take care. Happy
Bye.
trails.